Hey y'all, welcome to Night Sky Wisdom and Tarot. I'm Alex. I'm here to bring you your Aquarius weekly general love and career reading. So if you're here, please go ahead and smash that like button for me. It really helps me with this algorithm thing, and I really need all the help I can get. I was on a trajectory like up, and then all of a sudden YouTube just stopped. And I mean screeching halt, stop promoting my videos. I'm not complaining. It is what it is. It's the nature of the beast with YouTube. But to help me get it through it, as much engagement as possible, I appreciate your likes and comments, even more so your subscriptions and notification bells being turned on. But a like will do. Okay, so let's get started with your general portion. I don't know if I said this already. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Okay, let's start with your oracle, and then we'll go into your tarot. If you hear weird noises, it's my doggy in the back. She is being extra. But we love her anyway. Spirit, what are the messages, the weekly messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter? I will put the timestamps below for each section as well. Try to help you guys out in case there's a particular section you want to listen to more than others, but sometimes there's some overlap. But just in case, timestamps are below. What are the weekly messages for Aquarius? Okay. What are the weekly? Oh, okay. We'll take all four. I like that this success one, though, came out loud and proud. Success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Okay. Regret. I know I cannot change the past. And fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. So for the Aquarians that this message is for, this week has a heavy theme on walking in your truth. I feel that a lot of you have been struggling with what success is to you. What success is to you versus what it is to the outside world. Like, we all love a good bag, a good coin, but sometimes there's a disconnect between what we love and what we want to practice in our career versus what brings us the most money. I feel like a lot of you have been struggling with trying to figure out, do I want to pursue my passion as a career? Do I want to do something else that brings me more money and do my passion on the side? This is a big week for you guys finding some kind of resolution for that, I feel. Really starting to identify that, again, under the success card, because it says, I know that there is no greater goal than to love, is that you're realizing that you value joy and peace and happiness over so much so having an abundance of money. Now, of course, you have to support yourself. So there may be some middle ground to where you have to work another job in conjunction with, following your passion, or there may be some things that you have to tweak, but ultimately your primary goal is to live in a space where what you spend most of your time doing is what you love doing. This is who the Aquarians that this message is for will resonate with. It could also be about understanding who you choose to love and partnership with. So for the general portion, pay more attention to the energy than the actual what the 3D message is. If any 3D messages come out, it's more about the energy. So there's something that you're realizing is more important for you to have love, peace, happiness, joy, passion, and drive than it is to have some kind of outwardly appeasing aspect of something that causes you to couple or partner or engage in things that don't necessarily feed your spirit, but it feeds other people's needs to see you be successful as far as what they think is successful. So this week is about you sorting through that, and maybe even eliminating some things, people, places, activities out of your life, because you realize, I wasn't doing this for me. I was doing this because somebody felt like I didn't make enough. Someone felt like, okay, this person looks good with you, so why aren't you with them? They're good on paper. It's something about being authentically yourself this week. So let's go jump into the tarot to see if we get further messages that can help us clarify this. Spirit, what does Aquarius need to know, do, release, and think about in the upcoming week? I'm hearing only 2 shuffles. Okay. I will be obedient. If you're here and you haven't hit that like button, what are you waiting for? I'm going to remind you a couple of times, because if you're still here, that means something's resonating. So, what you need to know is that the energy around you is very much in favor of you moving quickly with any changes that you want to make this week. You have the Chariot as your to know. And the Chariot is about fast, rapid, forward movement, but being done in a balanced place. Because this is in your energy and supporting you this week, I think Spirit is saying that you pretty much have achieved balance by even acknowledging that there's some things that need to go that really weren't of your own will. It was more about you pleasing others. So now that you know that, you're being supported and taking rapid action to rectify that. These energies I'm hearing won't be around long, which is why this is showing up in your weekly read. So you are being asked to harness the power of the Chariot to make those changes. And when Spirit and God support and angels and ancestors supported action, it allows us to do it with the least amount of friction possible. Doesn't mean there won't be any blowback from it, repercussion from it, but what it's saying is that the energies are supporting it being as little friction as possible. What you need to do, 8 of Swords. So this is about taking off the blinders. So there's some things, again, you can't cherry pick this situation this week. Okay, this is a pivotal point for a lot of you where everything that needs to go needs to go. You need to start that process now. Doesn't mean everything or everybody will be completely eliminated. And I'm not talking about people that you just, there's certain parts about them that rub you the wrong way, or Jim, an accountant, talk to me funny. He got to go too. No, this isn't about quote unquote cancel culture, whether you believe in that or not. This is about things that you know need to go. Like you already know, you already established they're not good for you. They might be good. They're not good for you. You have to take the blinders off. This is emphasizing the need to get out of that stuck energy ASAP. And in your release, King of Wands. Now, I actually, funny enough, usually in the release position, I read this as let go. What I'm getting out of this is release the Kraken. Let it go, meaning let the King of Wands be the King of Wands. The King of Wands energy that you contain within you needs to be set free. You had them tied and bound. So in this sense, I'm hearing let go, like pop off, okay? Stop worrying about who is going to feel a certain way. King of Wands is controlled fire, meaning they're very passionate, intuitive, but they don't do so in the sense that they'll burn down their own kingdom with all this fire that they possess control over, but they will use it. You're being asked to be allowed to use your intuition, use your swift action, your fiery action. There's fire in the Chariot energy as well. That's the Aries card. So let that energy be free, because it's so much, you have so much fiery energy, but it's so, what's the term I'm looking for? It's like it's so properly guided and directed that Spirit is giving you the green light to let it loose, because it's coming from a pure place. Okay, so that fire, that urge that you feel in you this week, allow it, because it's helping you clean out and purge things that need to go. It's helping you welcome things in that need to come in. And for some reason, there's a time clock on you this week to get these things done. And then the Hermit energy is in your to think about. So if you pause, if you get stuck, you've already come out of Hermit energy. For the Aquarians that I'm talking to, you've already had your Hermit moment with regards to, if you freeze frame the situations you're dealing with right now, you've already had your Hermit moment and your moment of clarity. So Spirit is saying, think about that, but don't go back into Hermit mode, okay? Because you don't need to. That's just fear. That would just be fear giving you analysis paralysis, or an excuse to not take action is often to overanalyze, especially for Aquarian energy. Don't do that. You are on a time clock. I'm sorry I don't have the specific situation. This is a general read, so it will be different for everybody. But Spirit is saying it is time to pop off. Trust the fire that's guiding you from within. Follow it. unleash that King of Wands energy. Don't retreat. You already got your clarity. It hasn't changed from when you went into hermit mode before. You cannot change the past, but you can change how you approach your future. If you don't want to end up with more regrets, then you're going to have to act with this newfound wisdom, clarity, and awareness. Okay? So let's move forward into your love reading. Excuse my son is in the back playing Fortnite, and if you have kids or nephews or whoever, siblings, and they play Fortnite, you already know it gets loud. I've asked for peace, but you know, he's enjoying himself, so it's not ridiculously loud yet. What I say, we're doing love. So I'm gonna start off with the Doreen's Virtue Love Oracle. And then I kind of freestyle depending on what, I feel after the initial messages. So Spirit, what are the love messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the upcoming week? What are the love messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the upcoming week? What are the love messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter? One more. Actually, 2 more? 5? Really? Okay, there we go. Ugh. So let's see what we have here. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. That's my dog making that noise. Separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. I don't know if it's focusing. I feel like it's not, but sorry. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Okay, so Aquarius, the ones that this message is for, it feels like a lot of this is about removing yourself from situations that you know deep down it does not fit you. You are staying for, if this is your message, you are finding yourself lingering in a situation, one, partially because of the love that could be there, but everybody you love, you are not meant to be with, for one, forever. 2, because you feel a sense of obligation. This person may have, this is purely channel, been through there for you through some tough times. You may have leaned on this person a lot in the past, maybe even more so than what you feel was fair to ask of anyone. But yet and still you did, and they chose to be there, be that person in your life. Aquarius, here's the thing. Maybe you were a little bit codependent on this person. Now you found yourself in a sense of understanding what it is that you want. There's some friction within this. There is fondness, love, affection, respect, but there's also a realization that with all of those things, if this is your message, that this person is not your person. And maybe together it's almost become toxic because you all are trying to fit a round peg into a square hole. That's what I'm clearly hearing. Again, I feel like y'all are under some kind of time crunch. I don't know what happens if you miss the cutoff. I don't know what the cutoff is. But even from your general, there was a time crunch. Now with this very soon card, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. There's something that is to be missed out on if you guys do not take this week and embody that Chariot energy that was in your general, because there is heavy on the do it now in your reading. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. It's something that, like, let's say even in this love portion, you keep occupying yourself with obligations to someone who you really feel like y'all need to separate from each other, whatever the reason may be. And let's say you once again find yourself in a pattern of spending all your time with this person. You miss out on the opportunity of a lifetime with relation to career or even meeting your true soul's match or something of that nature. You're going to miss out on something And this applies, I'm hearing, to every aspect of your reading this week. We haven't gotten to career yet, but I'm telling you, general, love, and career, if you don't take action and do what you already have determined needs to be done, and you keep in this state of limbo, Aquarius, you're not only continuing to harm others, you're going to do some great detriment to yourself. I don't necessarily feel that means physical harm, but what I'm saying, there's going to be something, if you don't realize now, you'll find out later that you missed out on, and you're going to be kicking. It's going to be something that for a long time, you're going to be like, why didn't I just, all I had to do was do what I ended up doing anyway? Because for a lot of these action-based things that need to happen, I feel like it's things you already know you're going to do. You're just putting it off, which is even more the reason you're going to kick yourself later. Okay. Let's look at some Kipper. See if we can get some specifics on your love situation. Spirit, what are the Kipper messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the upcoming week? What are the Kipper messages? Message of concern, yeah. There's definitely a message of concern. So, message of concern followed by gift. I'm telling you, you are trying, something is trying to come into your life, Aquarius. Your blockages are things you already know you're removing. So don't think you're helping yourself or helping the other person right now, because that gift, it's either going to be massively delayed. Like, if you're not open to receive it and clear, your energy isn't clear by the time it comes in, it would be like years before it comes back around. I'm getting a very clear channeling for you guys. This isn't a like, oh, it'll come back next week. It's like you've missed the boat, and the boat only comes once a year. Message of concern, give, child. Now, child card can involve, there could be something involving children. Sorry, I'm hearing a lot of noise in my background. There could be something involving children, but also it could be involving something that is childlike in energy. So this could be a new business venture, a new investment, a new relationship, but it's something budding in at the beginning phases. So the gift is something very new to you. Of course, it's a gift. But what I'm saying is, it's not something expected. It's not like, oh, I sold my house, now I get the money from closing. That's not, from, the finalization of the deal. It's something very unexpected, very new. I don't get that it's a literal child. So let's get 2 more, because I felt led to get 5 from this as well. Coffin, you have to listen. That's equivalent to death card energy. Coffin. It's something that, it's like you've already, so let's get morbid for a minute. My Capricorn self loves to give the dark the dark analysis. This is the equivalent of someone, we're not going to name who, because we don't want to speak, we want to be careful with our words. Someone in your life passes away, and you're responsible for the funeral. You have the money. You have the money for the funeral. You have the arrangements, but for some reason you're delaying the burial and the the embalming. So the body's just sitting there rotting. Like, that's how, like, as ugly as that imagery is, this is how negative the outcome is going to be if you choose to not bury your dead. And it's the best example I could come up with, because it starts drawing insects and things start rotting and festering, and the smell and all, like, that's how bad of a opportunity. The blessing that you're going to miss out is going to give you that much of a stench from refusing to bury what's dead in your life. Because I'm not talking on something that you kind of don't like and you're not sure about. It's something needs to go. Bad health. Come on, Aquarius. The time is now. You've been dragging your feet. Message of concern, gift, child, coffin, bad health. It's something that's already dead in your life, that's done, that's over with. You know it's over with, and you're refusing to bury your dead. Why? You think that temporary relief of not having to address the situation right then and there is going to go away? Or are you going to feel even worse when you wait 3 months later to do something you already had? The 3 months later, you're going to be like, I could have been through this process already, and the friction and the arguments and whatever it is that's keeping you from wanting to deal with it, the painful part, the Band-Aid could have been ripped off. You could have been free for other opportunities. And I feel like it's the love aspect that's holding you back, is regards to your love life, but it's affecting every aspect of your life. It's affecting your career, your general energies, your potential for other future love, the friendships around you that are being kept at bay because you keep on holding on to something that, as far as the connection, is dead in that aspect, in the romantic aspect. Okay. Listen, Aquarius, let's look at what your career. We on the same wavelength, yo. I just don't know how else to make it clear, but you are on. The clock has stopped. Let me restart this camera. Okay, so let's see. I'm very curious now. Spirit, what are the career and finance and money messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter? What are the career and money messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the upcoming week? What are the career and money messages? Okay. The energy is gaining momentum. A personal issue reaches resolution. Don't let your past hold you back. Aquarius, a time to give rather than to take. Listen, and this, I'm hearing strongly with this, a time to give rather than to take. You are supposed to set some people free out of your life. Now, they might not see it as being set free. This, even in the money part, is spilling over into this. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon and Cancer, being in touch with your emotions and your intuition and following them. I feel like you're in touch with your emotions and your intuition, but you've hesitated on following them because you've been in this state of like wanting to be at peace. But see, being at peace by being avoidant is a false sense of peace, because now it's boiling. It's boiling. Oh, the explosion is going to be even that much more worse. Please, 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 Aquarius. Whatever this is affecting every aspect of your life. And it may be hard to believe because I don't think that you're tied to anybody toxic necessarily. I just get the feeling that y'all are toxic together. There's something about y'all's connection that is a blockage for everything else around you, because you being hard-headed and they're being hard-headed and not listening. Don't let your past hold you back, South Node. Like, listen, I'm just gonna jump in and do the tarot part, but ultimately, you know, it's like Spirit is saying, until you address this personal situation or connection that you have, it could be a family member too now. So you'll know, though, if this is your message, you'll know. Even if it's a family member, you're like, oh, I know who they're talking about. Yeah, that person. But you have to take care of this situation. It's such a blockage that Spirit is like, I don't care about the specific, whatever financial goal, money you got going, thing you got going on. Spirit is like, I'm not, love thing, like we can't even go past this point. I feel like a lot of you want the answer before you take the action. Doesn't matter. You've been told to leave a certain situation alone. Spirit is refusing to give you too much specifics about what you have coming in for you, because the point is that it's not coming until you leave this situation alone. It's that bad to this point. Like, it might not be bad externally, but the energies that are being banked away from this are not good, Aquarius. 3 of Wands. No, do, release. Think about. Okay. You know what? That was not the spread I was supposed to do. But we're going to roll with it. We're going to roll with it. This is more for general energy, what I usually do. So, but we'll do it for money. What you need to know, 3 of Wands energy. 3 of Wands is about standing safely back and waiting for your ships to come in. The problem with this is, I'm hearing a resounding, this is not going to work. That's what you need to know. Because what you need to do is collaborate with those with more experience than you, more expertise with you. You need to work with others. But again, this is where we're going to channel in from these other readings and from this oracle reading for you. The problem is, there's somebody in your energy that is a blockage to you working with some people that could really help you move financially into the next level. And it could be a blockage for several reasons. It could either be a conflict of interest going on between this party that you deal with and these other people that they're keeping their distance because you deal with this person and you may not even realize it. 2, it could be just energetically, like, guys, like, no, not until you follow instructions. But 3, it could also be a time thing. If you're spending your time, oh, my battery's about to die, invested in something that is a dead space, you are taken away from the places and opportunities that will bring you into connection with these people. Let me change my battery out. Okay, here in your to release, once again, I think I said this in your general part, I feel like release is more about you unleashing this wisdom, this knowledge, this intuition, instead of keeping it in captivity, because it's like you're not honoring your own intuition about a situation. You're not even honoring the intuition that's been given to you by elders or people wiser than you or spiritual leaders. Like, there's something that you're not holding. I won't say that you don't believe it, but it's painful for you to follow through on, okay? And then to think about Ace of Cups, you have to think about what is ultimately fulfilling and satisfying for you. What makes you overflow with love? What speaks to you intuitively? What brings out the best in you is what I'm also getting from this Ace of Cups. What actually provides that in reciprocation? And it doesn't have to be a person. It could be an activity. It could be a career. It could be a project. It could be a passion. But you have to think about that, because something about that is not in flow with whatever it is you're investing on in, but waiting for your ships to come in. Like, you can't be of split and dual energy. And from this 3 of Wands, I'm getting a split energy from you. It's like almost that this other wand on this other side is one that needs to go, but you want to get on and board this ship with all 3 of them. Or you don't want to choose which one. It's like you have a 2 wand maximum and you're trying to take 3 with you. And the ship won't even stop by and let you board. It won't even come by and bother with you because it can see clearly you're not following instructions. And you're the only one at the shore waiting. So it's never going to come by and get you. There's something you're doing, Aquarius. Listen, I'm not going to keep repeating it. We're going to wrap this up. But it is very to the point through your whole reading consistently about you trying to, like, it's like you're listening, you know what you need to do, but then at the tail end of it, you're kind of still trying to control the narrative, overpowering spirit almost, trying to, because you want to be the decider of when. But spirit is saying, I told you what to do, and I told you when to do it. So now if you still want to have control over this situation, you're going to have to take ownership for what you're going to miss out on because you're not taking heed to my instructions. So I hope this helps. If you made it this far, please let me know if this resonates. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share with someone else that you think will get anything out of my readings. But yeah. Hope this helps. Y'all have a wonderful, blessed week. And I can't wait to see y'all for, you can cross-watch your other readings or your other placements. But also I do, on Fridays, I'll do the all signs reading. So I can't wait to see y'all. Have a great one. Bye.